donations, you can send it to my cash. Don't super chat it. Okay, any donations, my cash app is up there. Cash app me, whatever. You know, I ain't no beggar or nothing. But if you wanna send me anything, you can send it to my cash app. It's right up there listed. Okay. So we're gonna get into this collective read. And the upload I got is something about YouTube. YouTube is about to get raided. That's what I heard. YouTube is about to be a raid at YouTube. So if you've been having problems with YouTube, I'm on YouTube, but I just heard YouTube is about to get raided. So if you've been having, and you know everything I say come to light. So it is what it is. Oh well, just keep working, y'all. We're in the waning crescent in Libra again. 1645, 445. You can play them numbers, okay? Let's get into this collective read. What time is it? Monday, November 17, 2025 at 2:05 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna get into this collective read. How divine want me to do this darn read? Yep, I just heard that upload. YouTube is about to get raided. Damn, I don't know what they into, but oh well, oh well. We don't be having nothing to do with this. It's just divine timing for things to come to a halt, I guess. So let's get some. I'm gonna do this. Let's start it off by this. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna get these cards right here. And I notice they take views away every time I start talking about my aunt. They take views away. They don't want that to get out. Yeah, I know that's right. Yup. I had 610 views on one of my videos, and this probably got something to do with the collectives, man and woman. And somebody took $300 and something dollars, not $300 something dollars, but 300 of my views. So they still doing that. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, all right. Well, YouTube about to get raided anyway for sending out illusions, whatever this is. But we're talking about y'all. So it's an illusion going on. 7. Like divine wants you to see through some illusions. Okay, there's a lot of illusions going on. They're doing different shit, or these could be people that's doing magic. This could be a coven, different secret society. Well, I heard different societies that joined up. These are different societies. 7 of them. It could be 7 covens. Okay, that the emperor is basically just watching. The emperor, which is divine. You know, that's the divine other day. It would be the emperor Hierophant, but it's the emperor watching 7 covens. That's what I'm getting. 7 covens. They're not able to send no more attacks. These are dark high priestesses and high priestesses that can't send out illusions anymore because this is facing. If you look at this is facing the 7 of Cups. Okay? So 7 covens. Okay? Of dark high priestesses and high priests. Okay? Setting attention. Queen of Pentacles backwards, so they might be losing money. Okay? I gotta do these upright. Because I don't like mine in reverse. I'm doing good. Crystal. Hold up. No. I was about to say something because we had one of those in our town named, and they supposed to be unalive. So how you talking on here if you unalive? I don't know, y'all. It's whatever. It is whatever, y'all. I told you about them illusions, man. I'm just, I don't know if it's you or not, but Crystal Fowler is supposed to be unalive in my town. I don't know what's going on. That's crazy. Oh, copycat. Okay. I'm just telling you what's going on. That I seen an obituary for a Crystal Fowler, and they were supposed to be unalive. So I was like, maybe they faked their death. When I seen your last name last time, I was like, maybe somebody faked their death, or I don't know. Okay. I hope so, because that's creepy. That was creepy. I just pictured that on my last, when you was on my last live, and I was like, when I looked on Facebook, They got an obituary for a crystal flower. Child, don't be asking me. You better look that up. Somebody could be trying to fake your death. Did an obituary in your name. Somebody did a obituary already, so they planning what? To take you out or something? They already got an obituary in your name? God damn, these motherfuckers are demonic. See, divine will lead me to, you know, all types of shit that's going on. They'll lead me to all types. I'm like, what? And I'll think back on my channel, like, that name popped up on my channel. That name popped up on my channel. I said, how is they on my channel, but they're unalive? Yeah, it was an obituary. So these could be 7 covens that's something about to be sent to these high priestesses or high priests of these companies. It's seven covens. So it's like dark high priestess, dark high priests. They're not balanced. I told y'all that yesterday. Trying to become Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So a high priest or high priest. There could be just like practitioners. These are dark practitioners. Women, feminine. I'm going to just read the energy as it is. These are feminine. If it's a pentacle, a king of pentacles, then I'm going to say King of Pentacles. But these are feminine energies, part of 7 different colors. Well, you know how to handle that. Call the feds on their ass. Get their ass investigated. If you know who it is, get their ass investigated. Hire a private investigator. See who exactly is the one behind it. That's all I'm going to tell you. Straight up like that. That was creepy to me, though. I was like, I know this chick. I was kind of angry for a while. I was like, I know this chick. You know, what's going on here? Yeah, 3 of Swords. They're going to be in sorrow in a minute. These dark high priestesses. That's balance. Above, so below. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to take my time on this one because sometimes I'm going to do these things fast. So, wounded healer. They wounded a lot of people, up to 9 people. Okay? It's about 9. The ending of a cycle this year. This is year 9. Okay? For wounded people. Some people stay strong through this. Divine said this is the truth. Okay, so there is 7 different covens that's being sent a message. That's what I'm getting. That is done or something like that. Are these high priestesses, dark high priestesses of these 7 different covens are receiving a message. They already received a message. Okay? They're not going to be, you know, in the Queen of Pentacles energies. These dark practitioners. So it's like 7... They from 7 different covens. Okay? 7 dark high priestesses. Okay? That's supposed to bring balance and justice, but they don't. So they just received a message. Text message, phone call, email, something from the justice system, something like that. And they got brokenhearted. These 7 covens. These are 7 dark practitioners from different covens. They just received a message that something is about to be balanced out. And they're hurt. And there's a lot of conflict. It's a lot of fighting. Child, it's a lot of fighting. Between these 7 covens, and it could be just 5 covens. The other 2 covens probably just like, okay, accepted it. But it could be like 5 covens. So this is 7. Okay. 7 covens out of 7 of them, 5 of them is in conflict, fighting. Like, I don't know if they're fighting for their life or whatever's going on. Give me something for the 8 of Wands in reverse. So you have 7 covens coming after you. Like, look, fast. Empress is behind there. Give me something for 8 of Wands in reverse. They can't take action no more, swift action no more. That's what they was told. 8 of Wands in reverse, this message. You can't take fast, swift action towards the collectives no more. That's in reverse. And you know my cards don't never come out in reverse. It's about an Ace of Pentacles. So King of Swords is the one that sent the message. This could be a lawyer. This could be a law official. This could be, you know, a judge or something like that. Told them about Ace of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, an investigator about stability. Some about so they can be stable. Give me some for this. These are okay. So these are 7 covens that have dark high priestesses, practitioners. Give me some for and there's 5 that's going to conflict right now. 5 of the covens is fighting amongst each other. The other 2, maybe they just chilling or something. I'm gonna find out what happened with the other 2. I seen Chariot, so you know. Look, and there's a cycle. Look, the world, and then a cycle to these dark high priestesses. The world. Look, they already. Didn't I tell you? It's over. Like they might be going to jail. So this is like a selling witch trial or some shit like this. It's like a whole selling witch trial about to happen. Okay, so maybe they got found out, and you see the sword. Like this got something to do with justice system. We can't take swift action no more. It's the end of the cycle. Y'all going to jail. So 7 covens got messages. 2 of them just accepted it. Okay, that they can't see the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Communication, passion. They sent whatever text message, letter with passion. Okay. And they to the dark practitioners of this covens, these 7 covens, they all got a message. Sweat fast message. Okay? That they're going to jail. It's the ending of a cycle. You can't move fast, swift, take swift action no more. You're not becoming the Queen of Pentacles. What's this, y'all? You're not becoming the Queen of Pentacles. You're the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, meaning some type of action that they took. They're not getting some type of money. These are dark high priestesses from 7 different covens. Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's blocked. You're blocked from becoming a Queen of Pentacles upright. You're the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's blocked. I gotta fix this card before it tear up. Yep. So brokenhearted. These dark high priestesses that work with these 7 covens are brokenhearted. That broke their heart. They hurt. Okay. Wounded. Give me some for 3 of Swords. Give me some for 3 of Swords. Give me some for the. I see the Hangman up top of there. So they ain't Hangman. Like 10 of Pentacles with a 10 of Pentacles. Give me some for 3 of Swords. Judgment. So somebody put them on in judgment. Maybe the leader of these covens. Maybe all the leaders of these 7 covens then told them what the hell is going on or something like that. Or maybe they put them on in judgment. Maybe they did too much. Maybe the leaders of these 7 covens was like, y'all doing too much. You know, you're not going to be, you know, wealthy or something like that. You're not balanced or justice. You're not bringing balance or justice or justice. I'm calling justice, judgment on you or something. Give me something for 2 of Pentacles, above so below. In the spiritual or in the physical. Like, they're not getting judgment. Has already been called. Look, this coven. They probably got kicked out of this coven. Is another thing. So it's like to bring balance to this coven, basically. To bring balance to this coven, they had to get kicked out. So 7 dark high priestesses. So imagine they got a dark high priestess for like 7 covens, right? They dark high priestesses. And the leader found out some shit they was doing for Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, whatever, to get stable. And this person put them on a judgment. Maybe they got a message. Maybe they kept receiving messages, like maybe from law enforcement or different people to this coven. You know what I'm saying? They kept getting maybe up to 8 messages, reports, or something like that from the higher ups. They kept getting reports from the higher ups that your dark high priestesses in your coven is doing dark shit, doing some, some shit. And they had conflict. Like who was doing what, I guess. And they found out it was the dark high priestesses. So they kicked them out, this coven, kick them out this coven. To balance things out in this coven. Give me something for 9 of Wands. I see that Earth Angel, try to trap Earth Angels, backstabbing, lying, deceiving, Queen of Swords. So it's like judgment. They got called under judgment. Give me something for 9 of Wands, walking away. Look. Hurt, but got to walk away, 8 of Cups. So they was told to walk away. I told you, got kicked out. This is 9. No, the 8 of Cups. This is 8. By a certain time. Maybe it was 8 o'clock. Maybe it was 8 o'clock at night. They had this meeting. Look, this is three Pentacles. Maybe at 8 o'clock at night, they had this meeting. And all of them had to walk away. Okay. 7. So that's what I'm getting. 7, part of 7 different covens that was coming for you. So 8 o'clock at night, they had a meeting and they got kicked the fuck out. Burdens. But that caused a victory for you. Okay. That caused a victory for you. Burdens. Causing burdens. That's what was going on. What's this? Yeah, hangman. That put them in hangman. They was hung up. They didn't know what to do. Like, what should we do about this? I don't know why I'm picking up 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, they had a meeting. Like, with all these covens had a meeting. 7 of them. 2 of them bowed down gracefully, is what I'm getting. They just walked away. And you know what I'm saying? 5 of them started fighting. They started fighting in this meeting. Maybe the high priestesses, dark practitioners started fighting and shit. The leader and shit. Maybe they tried to take out this leader, because he called judgment. Maybe they tried to take out this leader. How the fuck you gonna try to take out a leader of a cult? Who's gonna be the leader after that? Child, I'm getting 8 o'clock. Look, 2 of Cups. They was in cahoots to lay people to rest. Death. That's what they found out. They was involved with. They was involved in cahoots and laying people to rest. Partner in crime. So they could have got outside help. And I don't think in these companies you're supposed to get outside help. They was getting payment to do this. Like, whatever coven this is, they're not supposed to be doing this. Getting outside help. They're supposed to deal with the coven. They're supposed to ask the coven. But somebody was getting outside help to do this shit. Celebrating and shit. Moving the Commonwealth. Outside help. Celebrating with other people on the outside of this coven. And this is maybe this is a breaker of this coven or something like. Maybe somebody thought they would never find out this leader or some shit like that. There's 11 people on here. Like, get those likes up if you want to. So Page of Swords and reverse. Immature. Not communicating with their coven leaders. Page of Swords. Energy. That be them coven members on here. I'm just convinced they be stalking coven. These are coven members right here. Because anytime you come in here, you can get them lights up. You just watching me to find out what the fuck going to go on with you. And I just told you what the fuck was going to happen when you first came on here. Okay? So these are people that don't communicate. They wasn't communicating, like I said, with the coven members. And now they're anxiety, stress, fear, and worry about what's going to happen to them. You make a deal with a coven, you know what is going to happen. So it could be 9 of them out of this group. You know, that's anxiety, stress, fear, and worry, because you already know it's the end of the cycle of the world. The 9, you know, this year is the ending of the cycle for them. That's why they also they went outside the code. They could have lied and said they are dark high priestesses and shit like that. I'm a real dark high priestess. You know what I'm saying? Just to join this cult. And then later on, this leader found out they was hiring dark practitioners outside the cult. So right now they all under judgment. Basically, they all under judgment. So somebody lied. These are Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Dark High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So while they was in the coven, they was hiring real Dark High Priestesses out of different covens. Maybe that's why the 2 covens. So they used, it was 7 covens, right? So these Dark High Priestesses joined these covens. Claimed they was Dark High Priestesses, but really what they was doing, they contacted 2 other covens. So it's basically, this is how all these covens got together, because of these motherfuckers. They're supposed to join one coven, but they started contacting other covens because they was lying to the coven saying that they was Dark High Priestesses. But actually, and in this coven, you're not supposed to contact people outside the coven. You're not supposed to tell nobody the secrets of this coven. You're not supposed to do anything. But so this is 2 Dark High Priestesses that joined the coven, and they don't have no gifts of, you know, black magic and shit like that. What they do is go hire other practitioners. That's what they do. They hired a real dark practitioner. So this leader, they got a hangman because this leader found out. I'm sure he's spiritual too. He or she that own this covenant is, you know, spiritual too. Like, but some information came in is what I'm getting. It kept being like something kept coming in, like messages from people. Different people started saying what these people was doing. It could be 5 Dark High Priestesses that was contacting people outside. Like, say it's 7 covens, and it's 2. They really got real Dark High Priestesses that are getting job done out here. You know what I'm saying? And then say it was 5 Dark High Priestesses that really wanted to join these different cults, these different covens, 5 different covens. So it's 5 High Priestesses that joined 5 different covens, right? And then you got 2 covens that really, like, the Dark High Priestess, really, the 2 Dark High Priestesses from these different covens get dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they balance. Like, they follow the law of this coven. They don't, you know, people come to them and pay them, shit like that. But they started getting word about these other 5 covens. That's why it's 5 covens in conflict. Because they starting to get the niche that these people that joined this coven, no, these not real dark high. They was hiring these other 2 people. Maybe that's why they're not in conflict. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know they was part of some other covens. Maybe they just came like as a regular person. You know what I'm saying to them? Like, I need you to do this dark magic on these people right here. So that's what they was finding out. Like, they was in cahoots going to hire the other Dark High Priestesses out of 2 other covens. You know what I'm saying? And then putting people to rest. They was putting people to rest, calling death on people. So they came in cahoots with these other 2 people. So now there's 5 covens that's just finding out what these Dark High Priestesses, fake ass Dark High Priestesses was doing just to get in this damn coven. Hangman. Put this coven in hangman. Look, Hierophant. So this is the leader. This is the leader that stays in alignment and gives and receives with their coven members. Anxiety, stress, fear, worry. They're in alignment. Like, they don't have this type of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a foundation where they have their meetings and shit like that. They move things to common waters. So that's weird. Like, but they're in alignment. They don't bring this shit to their coven. They like to keep their shit secret. You get what I'm saying? But these two high priestesses that's part of the coven, they're in alignment. That's why they're not in trouble. That's why they're not under judgment. They're not under judgment. That's why they get to move to common waters. But these other 5 covens is in conflict right now with each other. So these 5 dark high priestesses that went to join different covens lied and said that they was hierophants, like, you know, dark high priestesses. Okay? And they're not. They went outside their coven, which you're not supposed to do, and went and hired these other dark high priestesses. And that caused conflict. And I don't know why I keep getting, look, they had a meeting. You know what I'm saying? All these covens, they had to come together. All of them. All 7 of them had to come together to figure out who was doing this. They kept getting complaints. And about 8 o'clock, these motherfuckers, these dark high priests out of these 5 covens got kicked the fuck out. And I keep hearing 8 o'clock. So they had a meeting at 8 o'clock. This motherfucker got kicked out. Skedaddle. They told them skedaddle. So that caused a lot of conflict. Look, being sneaky. I told you. They was out here being fucking sneaky. Behind the leader's back, 7 of Swords. Sneaking behind to get 10 of Pentacles. Like, take people out to get 10 of Pentacles. Being sneaky, taking other people out, going to hire these other practitioners. These practitioners did not know this is what they was up to, being sneaky. They'll come in here as their regular self. They would not announce they would have come in because these people would know that they're not supposed to be doing this shit. They would know that they're not supposed to be sneaky. So they come to them as regular people. Take this person out and come to find out they was taking these people out for putting them to rest for 10 of Pentacles. And then go back to the coven like, you know, I ain't doing nothing. So these people might have started talking, you know, and then come to find out they are related to a coven. And you're not supposed to be doing this shit. That's crazy. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So they was told that they're not real Queen of Pentacles and real high priestesses behind the scenes, and they don't bring balance and justice to the coven, basically. Because if you see right here, it's balance and justice. They don't bring balance or justice to this coven. They're a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So they did some type of fraud with the coven. They lied. Dang. That's crazy. So what ended up happening to them? So Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then 5, 7 of Wands. They got to protect themselves from these people. 7 covens. See? Now they got to protect themselves from all 7 covens. Dang. Queen of Pentacles in reverse? So okay, so join the coven, perform these shits behind the fucking scene, like you really a Queen of Pentacles, high priestess, dark high priestess, but you're really hiring other motherfuckers to do your fucking work. You spending the money, maybe that the coven members are giving you to go do black magic on people to become the Queen of Pentacles and upright. So being sneaky, you're not really a Queen of Pentacles. You're faking until fake it till you make it type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fake it till I fucking make it. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, while I'm in the coven, I'm going to be sneaking behind the coven's back, taking people out and getting money and build my wealth up. So that's what that shit was about, for stability. Child, what type shit is... Child, don't you know if you part of these covers, they spiritually inclined. Somebody try to play these covers dumb. Somebody try to play these covers dumb as fuck, man. They spiritual. So obviously they seen something in you for you to join this cult. They allowed you to come in the cult, but while you're in there, you're being sneaky, like they don't. Child. So they was being sneaky going to these other covens. These two dark high priestesses, they're real good. They're not better than Marie Laveau, okay? But they good. They get the job done. So that's what they was doing behind this coven back, getting Ten of Pentacles to become an upright Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? And they put this coven in hangman. They was getting too much complaints. Look, this is the truth. Divine said this is the truth in the Wheel of Fortune. I told you, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now they got to be guarded against 7 covens. So 7 covens come. Damn, that's crazy. You got 7 covens coming for your ass for what you did. Like the 2 dark high priests, they good at their job that they went and hired. So basically, you betrayed them too. You went in there as a regular person, like you wasn't part of a fucking coven already. Like these people didn't know that they, lied to this coven and said they was a dark high priestess in reverse. So, ooh, Lord, this is crazy. God damn. Wheel of Fortune, karma. This is the truth. Divine said this is the truth. Now they got to be guarded against 7 fucking covens coming for their ass. And 5 of the covens is fighting right now. Or they might have had a fight in this meeting right here. It was like, wow, what I'm picking up. Men, women, fighting. They could have been fighting for these people that did this shit. You know what I'm saying? They could have been fighting for the people that did this shit. There could have been some people in there fighting for them. It could have been 5 people like taking up for them and shit in this meeting. But our rules is our rules. Judgment. Our rules are our rules. I heard 3 of Swords. Our rules are our rules. Damn. How the hell you get 7 fucking, look, divine intervention against earth angels. Damn. Trap. So they could have been doing this against earth angels. That's how they trapped themselves. So they were sneaking. You get what I'm saying? They were sneaking around. They asked to join this coven, or this coven asked them to join them. Okay, and then they had to, even in this coven, you got to have money, or you got to be a dark high priestess. We need some dark high priestesses, warlocks. We need, somebody to represent us or some shit like that. And they was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. They wasn't ready, but they wasn't ready. So they said in their head, when they joined this group, I got a plan. What I'm going to do is sneak behind the covers back, behind the scenes, and get up my 10 of Pentacles, because I don't do dark magic. I'm going to make it see I'm like a powerful. I know a powerful, so they probably already knew somebody that was powerful. They knew a dark high priestess that was powerful. They already knew a dark high priestess that was powerful, that get jobs done already before they joined this group. So they was already paying them a 10 of Pentacles, and they was being sneaky. You know what I'm saying? 10 to make endings. Pay them some money. They can make endings happen, and then go back to this group knowing what the fuck they did. Like, yeah, they ain't gonna never know I'm not a real high priestess. I'm just up here getting my money up. But it was down. That's weird. So when you join the group, you go back home. How am I gonna get this money up? Because you gotta have some money. You gotta be a Queen of Pentacles upright. And then you plot, I'm gonna just be sneaky and just be taking people out, and they ain't gonna never know. I'm gonna get my money up. Some type shit like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get my money up while I'm being sneaky with this group. Defeat. The Magician. That's how they did it. Look, Page of Pentacles. Defeat. Magician. It was working for a while. Like, motherfucker was picking up on this shit that they hired a magician to defeat people. Like, or they could have been putting illusions over the coven. You get what I'm saying? They could have been putting illusions, doing magic on the coven, the whole coven. God damn. I don't understand how you a Hierophant and you don't see this shit. How you don't even see this from the very beginning of somebody if you're a Hierophant? But it did come up all right, but they go by traditions. That's what I'm getting. by their laws, by their, they go by their laws, how to join, their rules, how to join and shit like that. Magician. Defeat. So they got defeated by magic. When they made this offer to, these dark high priestesses, they got defeated by magic. So, what the fuck is this? Burdens. Now they burdens. Like, they got defeated by magic. By somebody from another coven. Or just like 2 other dark high priestesses. So this, whoever these people are that joined these 5 covens, basically I'm going to say 5, they got defeated by magic. The Hierophants, the leaders. It could have been sex magic. They could have had sex with these leaders. Some covens, you got to have sex with the leader, right? So they could have did some type of sex magic to burden them. Damn. Let me keep going. This is crazy. They got defeated by magic. That's what the fight was about, too. If it ain't happened yet, it's about to happen. Shit is about to be found out. Like, all these messages is about to go to these different covens about these dark high priestesses, these 5 dark high priestesses that joined these covens, and they really wasn't dark high priestesses, but 2 of them are. Like, they stand by their rules, traditions. Maybe they try to go to these other, maybe they try to go to these other covens and they couldn't let them join, so they went to these other covens and they let them join. Like, maybe they got different rules or some shit like that. Maybe you just gotta have money, you gotta be a Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and you gotta abide by their rules. Maybe you gotta do a ritual, having sex, and that's how you get into this shit. If you're a woman, a man too, you get what I'm saying? Maybe it's some shit like that. So they'll just let you join. But the other 2 covens got strict rules. Like, maybe these dark high priestesses is the one that say who get in, who get out, along with the leader, the Hierophant. Maybe they work with them like tight, and they was like, no. Maybe they saw something in these 5 other, I don't know what you could call them, like regular people. They're just regular. They're not real dark high priestesses. They just go hire real dark high priestesses. So what they did was they joined these, whoever let them join, they slept with the leader of this coven, of these covens, to put magic on them, to defeat them with magic, right? Then, since they had magic over the leader, they started, the other coven members couldn't see what they was doing, like going out there hitting people up and getting money. They really thinking they're a Queen of Pentacles upright, and they're not. They're going out there hitting people up, taking them out with dark magic, hire another practitioner. The same practitioner, they put the black magic on these motherfuckers. Ain't that some fucking shit? That's crazy. And 3 of Swords, judgment. Now they under judgment. They tried to put the other 2 high priestesses under judgment, but they're saying, I told them they can't join this group. We're real high priests, and we are. So these covens know each other. We told them no. They went to y'all. They probably figuring all that shit out. Like, so when you told them no, because you saw something spiritually, they came to us. Yeah, you was fooled. These other that's what this meeting is about. Yeah, they fooled you. And not only that, what's coming out is they was having sex with the Hierophants, the leaders. If it ain't happened yet, it's coming out. It's about to be a whole breakdown, a whole fucking fight. Can you imagine 7 covens banging the fuck out? So it's some type of meeting. It's some type of meeting that's about to take place, so they can balance shit out in these covens, because this shit it seems like it's like off balance. To bring shit to balance, this coven, to bring these covens back to balance, you know what I'm saying? They got to kick some people out. It could be up to 8 people. At 8 o'clock, they might be having this meeting. It could be up to 8 people about to get kicked out of this fucking group. He said 7, but it's somebody else. It could be a leader. It could be a leader too. Like it could be the high priestesses, and it could be the fucking leader. That's what 8 of Cups. Yeah. Dang. You getting kicked out for fucking? Woo! And they could be trying to say, like, I had, they could be using these dark high priestesses from these other 2 covens to say they got spiritual, they got some type of magic on them. So that's what they use these other 2 dark high priestesses for. So you got a group, you got 2 groups, right? That have dark high priests that do their job, but they got to be in order. Whatever they do, it got to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? They got to follow rules, traditions, right? They got turned away. Whoever these 5 dark high priestesses, so-called dark high priests, they got turned away from these 2 because this person of these covens follow the traditions, the rules, the regulations, and they use these high priestesses to determine what somebody to join a group. These other covens groups, they don't mind. Like it's only certain things you can do. Like they're not strict. Like they're supposed to be like these, like use people to discern spirits. You know what I'm saying? Before they allow anybody in. That's why they shit stable. This is why these other 5 covens is under fucking judgment. Like that's crazy. What I'm picking up. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. What's going on here? So 7 covens about to have a meeting, probably at 8 o'clock. Some information came in. This is in reverse. It already came in. So this information already came in. If it was upright, you could say they're about to be sent. But this information already came in about what these high priestesses, fake ass high priestesses, was doing behind the scenes. Now the 2 other covens is coming there. They don't use these dark high priestesses to let them know that some type of magic was performed on these leaders. They can see it on them. So these are seers. Like they can see it on them. Some shit like that. And then they're going to start fighting and shit. What's this? The Titanus? This is the fuck. What the fuck is this? Divine intervention. So they calling this maybe this the name of it, a divine intervention of these meetings. Look at them waiting. Look at them waiting. Look at all them waiting. Motherfuckers scared as hell. They know what the fuck is about to happen. Divine intervention. That's crazy. So salute to the ones that's, stay, stable. Balance. You know what I'm saying? Mind, body, and soul when they do they fucking covens. These motherfuckers crazy right here. They're empresses. That's why. They held an high honor in these covens. These 2 dark high priestesses, they're empresses. They're seen as empresses. That's why this Hierophant uses them. They know who it, man, listen here. Not a outpouring of support from the divine. I told you they kicked them out. Then I say, look, they empresses. They didn't, when they came to this 2 high priestesses, that's empresses, that's a seer, divine said no. They don't have an outpouring of support from me. So they went to the other coven. So what these people was going around trying to find a coven? Yeah, they moved their ass to common water. The emperor. So they go by traditions, I'm telling you. Very powerful people. They use empresses. So the story is, these are not dark high priestesses. These are emperors that's held in high honors in these covens. And they're seers. And they're the one that judge who could come in and who can't join this coven. They're protected by divine. These are high-ranking beings. Empresses. That you could see them as, dark high priestesses, but they're not. They're empresses. You could be able to tell it's different from the energy. Like dark high priestesses, empresses. that's held in high honor by these hierophants. They use them to move people to common waters, and if divine says no, it's a no. So there you go. There's a man, that know, they use a woman for their wisdom. So to balance shit out, child, this shit crazy. They're about to have this meeting. It could be December 8th. I'm going to look up when December 8th is. It could be on December 8th. It could be like 888. You know how you see 888? It could be December 8th at 8 o'clock. I don't know why I'm getting that. December 8th at 8 o'clock. This when they're going to have this meeting. All of them. The call is a judgment meeting. Like, dang, that's crazy. Yeah, but I'm saying but you will see them, if you don't have the eyes to see, you will see these as dark high priestesses. But they actually deal with the leader of the cult, these empresses. They held in high honors, whereas though if you was to go towards them and ask them, they get their advice. That's what I'm saying. To call judgment. A lot of people get turned away from this. This is like a real high-ranking spiritual, coven. These two covens is what I'm seeing. So now that the message was sent to all these different covens, I guess they got to come testify to what the empress told these people. They got turned away from them. Judgment. The only reason why they come in here, that's why I picked up the two other covens that didn't got nothing to do with it, because they're going to come there and testify that we didn't see them suitable for this coven because, spiritually, whatever they saw in them. And they came to you. That's when the fight going to break out. We turned them down, or this emperor right here is coming to testify. We turned my empresses, these two, hierophants, emperors, the head of these covens, the two, got to come testify and say, well, they got turned down from us, and then they got turned down, and the other one gonna say they got turned down from us, and they came to y'all. And they probably say, we was hearing it too. We stick by our tradition. I heard we stick by our laws and our traditions. We use wisdom. We use our empresses to decide who can come into this coven. These motherfuckers don't. They sleeping with what the fuck is this shit? So we got the Three of Pentacles and balance. So somehow they didn't get an Ace of Pentacles. They could be saying, I tried to give it to the coven. That's what they could be saying. I heard somebody say, I was trying to get the money up for the coven, but no, when you get in this motherfucker, we got strict rules. You're supposed to be a King of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles getting your own money. They probably told them that, like, you're supposed to have this 10 of Pentacles when you come in. You're not supposed to be sneaking behind the back, getting the 10 of Pentacles, getting the Ace of Pentacles. So they was getting the 10 of Pentacles, but they wanted to go for the Ace of Pentacles. And this is in reverse. They could be saying, I was trying to get it up for the coven. But we had strict rules. We told you exactly what you needed to be before you came in here. So, and the other two covens is saying they turned them away. For that particular reason right there. They knew they was going to follow the laws. Yeah, this is what this shit is about. This shit, motherfucker gonna be fighting. They're gonna be hurt. So basically got this whole coven, all these covens in trouble. Damn. About 8 people got to getting kicked the fuck out. Due to somebody, they letting them motherfuckers come in and not following the damn laws. That's crazy, man. So this is like testimony. It's like, to me, this is like high spiritual, divine intervention type judgment. These are the ones, the hierophants and the emperors of these groups, high rankings, is the one that's calling the damn meeting. I keep hearing 808, divinely guided, divine intervention, high ranking meeting. This is a high ranking meeting. Dang. I keep hearing 808. Look, they rule with an iron fist. They ain't playing no fucking games. Emperor, hierophants, these are the leader of the groups. King of Swords. Damn, look. They're going to talk about all this shit. The backstabbing, the lying, deceiving, the entrapments. Some of them going to jail. Like, that's why they kicking their ass out. We don't roll like that. I heard we don't roll like that. Temperance. Things got to be balanced. We don't roll like that. I just keep hearing that. We don't roll like that. We don't do all this. Damn, somebody fucked some Covens up, man. Give me something for the... They fucked this coven up. They're going to say, I was trying to get money for the coven. I keep hearing we don't roll like that. We don't roll like, damn, 9 of wands, 8 of cups. So this is the energy. They know this shit coming. And then after the judgment call on these covens, they're going to have to defend themselves against 7 fucking covens. Like, even if they kick them out, they still got to deal with this coven. That's crazy. King of Wands. Damn. Passion. This is somebody, these leaders. So I'm going to put this up here because these leaders was using a wand. Leader, passion. Ooh. So that's what's going on. These ones that got to get the fuck out of this coven. They got to walk away and along with 7 other motherfuckers. These high priestesses, these 5 high priestesses, and these motherfuckers that was using a wand. I keep hearing somebody say we don't roll like that. Out here trying to be a pimp. Child, what is going on? Regret. 4 cuts. And then, you know how these motherfuckers roll. When you walk away, you know too many goddamn secrets. Intellect. Cups mean emotions, intellect, all that other shit. You got too much knowledge off of them. You just can't walk away with all this goddamn knowledge you got about what goes on in this coven. Child, they about to take these motherfuckers out. It is 8 of them. It is 8 fucking leaders. And not only that, like high priestesses. I keep hearing 808. So it's like 5 high priestesses from each coven. Then supposedly dark high priestess. And then you got 2 motherfucking leaders of these covens that was sleeping with these women. But these other 2 women, that's an empress, that's seers, that's seen as high ranking, got to come tell them that, whether or not they got magic on them or not. Whether or not magic was done on them. Oh, okay, I get it. They're only there to see, was magic done on these people or not. So somebody put these men in hangman. They could have came together. Oh, shit. So they came together with these high priestesses and was being sneaky behind the coven. That's sex magic. Okay, put them in hangman. And they was being sneaky getting, the 10 of Pentacles. With the motherfucker that was false coming in the shit. So these are the leaders that was being sneaky getting 10 of Pentacles behind the coven back. Oh shit, this shit about to go down, man. That's why they getting kicked out. And I keep here saying we don't roll like that. The two other come like we don't roll like that. The leaders that we strict. That's why we use our empresses to be seers. See who can come in and come out. So these are some high-ranking beings, I'm gonna say, that's seers. Of these other two covens, the other 5 covens, these motherfuckers had sex magic done on them to fuck with their crown chakra. They got in that King of Wands energy, just hard up. Easily hard up when that's not child. And these other 2 people, look, I told you, these are real divine beings. Look what came out. The empresses is real temperance, balance. They bring balance and they're light. So they're able to see in the spiritual realm. They're high ranking. That's why these Hierophant emperors use them. But they're there to tell, you know, they had magic put on them. And that's when this whole coven gonna start flipping the fuck out. On the leaders, all that shit. And on these dark high priestesses that did magic on their leaders. They're getting kicked the fuck out. 7 covens. 2 of them is on an upright balance. The 5 other ones is not. That's why you see 5 wands, 5 of wands. Putting people to rest behind the scenes. Leaders of these covens. But you supposed to rule this shit. And you supposed to have strict rules. But you're allowing somebody to infiltrate on your shit. And do sex magic on you. And then you're sneaking behind the scenes. Partner in crime with this motherfucker. With these bitches. Fake ass dark high priestesses. So y'all was sneaking and going to pay real dark high priestesses. Damn. And they gonna talk about I was getting the Ace of Pentacles for the coven. We was out there getting the Ace of Pentacles for the coven and you ain't getting it. You just was getting 10 of Pentacles. Trying to balance something out. So that's the way they came up with this to balance it out just in case they ever find out. All we gotta say is we're getting the Ace of Pentacles for the coven. The black up like to hide what they was doing behind the scene. They was fucking. Being a pimp daddy with the wands. You see what I'm saying? Knight of Wands. King of Wands, Knight of Wands. It was all about lust. So if they had to get in a coven like sleeping with a bunch of men or some shit like that, somebody got lustful. Somebody was doing this behind the scenes. And this person, fake ass dark high priestesses, told them they got a way of getting money, to put money back in the group, some shit like that. I know a way we can do this. I know a way we can take people out and we can get money. At the same time, putting black magic, putting some type of sex magic on. Now all of them getting kicked the fuck out. So it's like a reset of this group. Look, I can't even fucking lie. Damn tower. Nights. Going out there doing shit at night to get money. Being hidden, trying to stay hidden. Yep. There you go. There you go. So before they joined the group, they did some type of, they already with some sex magic. So they sleep with this whole coven. They put, especially on the leader, this was already on them. They know how to do sex magic. So they did sex magic on the leader. Maybe they had to have sex with the leader. And this motherfucker right here was blinded. Didn't he? How you? So you fake too. You can't even you can't even know that somebody got something on them. That's why the other 2 covens, they know. They see something on you. Like, no. You're not infiltrating this coven. These are high-ranking beings, like I told you. Divine said no. And they took their ass to this other coven where they weak at. Obviously, they fucking weak. This shit causing conflict. This shit is about to cause conflict at this meeting, y'all. They know this shit. And then you can't walk away. You got too much information. See what I'm saying? You got too much information about this coven, this cult. You just can't walk the fuck away. Where's it at? And plus, she was being sneaky behind the scenes. So they were sleeping with each other behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You just can't walk away. They got to bring a tower. You know too much. You holding up too much. You holding too much information. Child, the beginning, that was the offer. 6 of Cups. Queen of Wands, upright, and you got the 7 of Pentacles. Waiting for the fruit of labors. Look at that. Devil. Connected this person to the devil. So this is what the higher ranking being is look, coming to get insight on. Look. If they got spiritual work on them. If they got some type of, so these are seers. If they got any type of, you know, they gonna see it. They gonna see the devil on them. Dang. I'm telling you, this is what these emperors, hierophants, and this other cult coven, they do this before you even get in. You even enter. They're gonna be able to child, so that's what they're using these 2 other high-ranking beings for. That's why they turned them away the first time. They knew they was gonna cause burdens with this group. Look, and they didn't have, you know, divine said they don't have an outpouring of support from me, you know. But they're only going there at this meeting to see if these motherfuckers got a connection, some type of connection with the damn devil, and they gonna see it. And they're going to kick them out. You have exorcised the demons. So the demon was running rapid all in this motherfucker. That's fucking crazy. That is crazy what I picked up, y'all. That is crazy. The Wheel of Fortune. Child, and they know they're gonna be anxiety, stress, fear. What? 7 covens coming for you. You don't even know which way they're coming. So if you lied to get in this motherfucking group, this coven, not 7, 5 coming for you, and you lied, child, all of them done. The fake high priestesses that pretend like they was high priestesses, sneaking behind the coven back, and the motherfuckers that was just like using a sneaking and getting, you know, hit up with sex magic. Hangman. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, you know, cahoots with each other. These 5 covens, because I don't think it's going to put them under judgment. Even covens they don't belong to. Like, if they belong to, they might be some way connected, but the covens they don't even belong to is coming for that ass. Child. So the other 2 covens is scot-free. That's the way they run their shit. They call judgment. You can't even join this motherfucker unless you're basically a high-ranking being. You can't even get in this coven unless they see you as a high-ranking being. So some type of reading they do of you. That's what I'm getting. You can't even get in where you fit in if you don't fit in, basically. Ciao. And that's a shame because they got too much information about this coven. They can't, you know, they can't let them hold on to that information they got about this coven. They got to bring them a towel. They got to kick them out and whatever happens from there, I guess. Because you violated. I heard they violated. I keep hearing somebody say, we don't allow that shit. We don't allow that here. We don't roll like that. I keep hearing, we don't roll like that. So maybe in this meeting, somebody gonna say, get gangsta and say, we don't roll like that. A fight gonna break out in this shit, man. Because they don't do spiritual readings. They just join people. Maybe women with sex some shit like that. Maybe it's a sex cult, maybe it's something, and they fucked this whole coven up. Now you gotta do a whole, turnaround. These ain't Queen of Pentacles, high priestesses, high ranking priestesses. These are in reverse. They just do sneaky shit to get pentacles. So maybe that's part of it. You gotta be, you gotta have some money, or, child, what did I just pick up? This is crazy. How the fuck you gonna lie? But that means the bitches played the fuck out of you. How the fuck are you a Hierophant? You supposed to be a Hierophant, a leader of a group, and somebody just normal come in and play the fuck out you. Child, I like the way the other two covers run their shit. You gotta be a high ranking being in order to join their cover. I like the other two. I don't know what these motherfuckers are doing. That's crazy. No, what I'm saying is, you can understand what I'm saying is, like, saying you have a high purpose, a mission. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're looking for when they reading you. You have a high rank position and, spiritually. That's what they're reading for. But if they know that you are, somebody is in reverse, like you really out here playing around, or, you not spiritual at all, and your heart basically, they read your soul, your eyes, maybe they read your eyes or something like that. They know that you're not highly ranked, and they know your soul. It's like reading your soul. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to have no purpose. It's like basically like that. You ain't trying to have no purpose. You out here doing some dumbass nut shit. It's like shit like that. We can't have that in. We can't have that burdens on our coven. We can't bring that in here. Basically a demonic energy. They read better you light or you dark or some shit like that. It's just a reading like that. So these are empresses, but they're high ranking high priestesses. So they more of, they can do dark magic. You get what I'm saying? They can do dark magic for this coven, these two covens. They can do dark. So that's who they go to. Like, say they got an enemy. You remember, like, back in the days, say they got an enemy, they could take them out with dark magic, but it'd be violence. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever rules you got to follow. It's going to be violence. It's supposed to happen. Put it that way. Like, if you go fucking with them, you go fucking with one of these high-ranking beings, they got a right to call judgment and do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be violence. It's like some Marie Laveau shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some Marie Laveau shit, like some shit like that is what I'm picking up. But they don't just, like, they're not dark. You know what I'm saying? And that's good that the man is using the woman for their wisdom. So that's the way they shit ran. They use the woman for their wisdom, like they high priestess, high rankings. They use them for their wisdom. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. They're not like, and if you see them out in the street, you probably think they're regular people. But they're part of some type of coven. And their advice is used. They don't do tarot readings. They don't do none of that. They don't do no crystal balls. They don't do none of that shit. They just know. Like, they can sit there to ask you questions, read you, and they be like, yes or no. They tell their emperor, Hierophant energy, yes or no. They don't let you know, but you'll find out later on. And some people get brokenhearted because that's telling them right there, you're a broken soul. You're not built for this journey or whatever. But that's just how, that's how it is. That's what I'm picking up. God damn it. That is heartbreaking, because then you'll know, like, if these are high-ranking beings, spiritually, and they tell you, no, you can't join this coven. That's telling you right there, like, you need to just, maybe they tell them you need to go do some more work and then come back to us later on. But these motherfuckers went, child, and that's the reason why they went and used their ass and they fucking lust. That's why. Now you see why? Child. They went and used lust. That's why. So basically the high ranking beings knew they was gonna come in here and use lust, try to seduce or do magic on their, hierophants, emperors. That's basically what it was. And they wasn't having it. Wow, that's what it was. Like, try to use lust. Damn. Try to use lust. They see that in you. Like if you're a lustful energy, they see that shit. Spiritually. Damn. They probably told them too. The Hierophants, emperors, they probably told them. They're going to come in and try to seduce you. So these might be like empresses, high priestesses that sustain from sex. That's why they so heightened. They sustain from sex. That's why they so heightened. Damn. You know you can't fool none of them motherfuckers right there. Especially if they don't have sex. Child. Higher ranking. That is a high ranking. Like, these are the type of women that ain't had sex for years. You're not going to be able to seduce them. That shit crazy. It's about to be a whirlwind. And if they been attacking you, you're not going to hear about it. You might, if you're spiritual, you might feel it. You might feel that energy. But you ain't going to know about it. Yep. Child. This is a 7 Covens. This could be international. This could be, child. I don't know why I believe shit gonna be shut down. I'm getting 808. So it's like you don't have this meeting at 8 o'clock at night. Child. They know it's over too when they get kicked the fuck out. They know what that means. Then you got 5 Covens on your ass. And listen here. The 2 Covens are these empresses, high-ranking empresses. They're not bothered with it. They're just coming in to read them and let them see that they got the person put black magic on them. And like I said, they're gonna say that's why I told them they can't come in this group. That's the exact reason why I turned them away. And it might be the first time these Covens hearing this shit. Like, you turned them away, we turned them away. Y'all didn't. So it's like these other 5 Covens got to handle their business with them. Like, they're not going to do black magic on them, nothing like that for betraying the other Covens. But they got it. They know what's going to happen to them, though. They know, they got insight what's going to happen to them when they leave that meeting. You know what I'm saying? They got insight of what's going to happen to them when they leave that meeting, but they ain't going to do no black magic, nothing on them. They ain't got shit to do with it. Only thing they did was turn around. The only reason why they come to the meeting, like I said, is to let them know what and read them. Yeah, they got, they got hit with some magic. That's it. And they get the lead. So if the other 2 coming from internationally, they get the lead. Then after they leave, conflict starts. Damn. I wouldn't want to be in that goddamn meeting. Child, what I just picked up. That's crazy. Y'all might feel that shit. If you're a real spiritual being, you're going to feel that shit. Like, you probably don't know the date, but if you get like 8 o'clock and you feel some energy, a wind, animals start acting weird and shit, that's them 7 Covens having that goddamn meeting. Ain't God's way. Y'all let him know what's going on. This is deep. This is like international, different Covens, internationally, United States. It's some weird shit. You might know. 3 international. Damn, you might know. Hi. This some crazy shit. What I'm picking up. Damn. International? Hmm. Kyle. It's like I don't even have to pick up the card. I just be getting uploads. Whatever this is deep. Just like I said, that government shutdown. Just like I said, that government shutdown was more to that shit. Y'all don't be knowing what's going on sometimes. Right. You're not supposed to come for your own. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. We can. You can leave your number in my comments or something. That do sound just about right, so they came for their own. Like, say you just on your journey. Jake, say you're on your journey to become an empress, high-ranking being. Say you're supposed to work for one of these people. Maybe these people is getting, a little bit older. And say you supposed to be, that's your journey. Like, you supposed to get up there, whereas though you take their place. Right? You know. Oh, I ain't think about that. I don't really be watching media. But say feminines, y'all supposed to be doing y'all journey, so y'all, this is the reason why y'all taking y'all path and you're getting heightened and your gifts is getting heightened and people try to stop you or whatever, right? Because you're supposed to take these 2 people place. You're supposed to replace them, right? And say you got people coming after you trying to stop you. You know what I'm saying? And it could be part of these covens and shit like that. And you see what I'm saying? They try to annihilate you before you reach that ranking, whereas though you're supposed to work for them. These these are hybrids. That's what I'm getting when I get the Emperor and the Empress and the Hierophant. Hybrids. And they got other covens that's coming for you. Not them, but other covens been coming for you. Like they let somebody infiltrate them and then they started being sneaky behind their back and coming for you. And they know you're supposed to be working for taking the place of these people. Men or women. Like, say that's your path. Like, you're supposed to take over some type of... Say you're supposed to be the Hierophant. This person is stepping down and you're supposed to be doing your work so you can step up in their place. And I'm telling you, I see something. You're going to see if you're a man and you're supposed to step up into this Hierophant place, whether international or USA, and somebody try to take you out before you get there, I'm just seeing whatever this place is, it's like a magical place. You're going to see a lot of shit. That's why when you leave or you decide to resign or whatever, you got to leave with humbleness, calm. Because if you bring any chaos to this, you got to be outed. You got to be. Crazy. You get what I'm saying? You supposed to have some type of integrity. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let nobody infiltrate on your shit. Nobody. Say y'all men supposed to take the Hierophant, they stepping down, and you got two other high priests that's supposed to step up, and you got the Hierophant that's supposed to step up. You know what I'm saying? And you get to choose. You know what I'm saying? You get to choose the two high-ranking beings that you want to read people before they come in your coven. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be, child. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. If this go all the way international like this is bad. It's like you supposed to be royal. It's like they fuck with a royal person. Like, this was your calling. You supposed to take this. You supposed to take this seat, and somebody tried to be sneaky behind the scenes and take you out. Oh, you know that's bad. You know them covens coming for your ass. Especially the coven that's stepping down, the ones that stepping out, the Hierophant and the high-ranking being emperors that's stepping down. And they find out you try to take them out, they probably will come for your ass. And these are hybrids, meaning they can have you touched. Ooh, Lord. That's crazy. Went behind the scenes trying to take. So basically, they're hybrid. They know that you're a hybrid. Nothing you use gonna be, but they gotta let you do the work. They gotta let you do the work. So they went through the same thing you went through, basically, but the difference is that nobody tried to take them out. They went on their path, and they got them seats, them thrones. You, on the other hand, this is a different dynasty. Them motherfuckers was coming. Thank you. So that's why they kept stopping you, trying to stop you and go on your path. You supposed to be, child. There's some people stepping down, and you supposed to take their throne, take your throne, child. Hybrids. They're hybrids. Sorry, y'all. I mean, I apologize. I eat some potato chips. Now it's time to drink the soda. What is going on? Why am I getting this reading, y'all? So somebody tried basically to take y'all out behind the scenes of the coven. Dang. That's even more dirty. You try to 007 somebody behind the scenes of the coven because you knew they supposed to take a throne or something? Say no more. Say no more. That's one for yin and one for the yang. And you probably ain't never, you ain't gonna know this. You probably ain't never, but you get prepared. You probably ain't never know this, guys and goddesses. That's what you was being prepared for. That's why they was fighting so hard for you not to, go on your journey, your path. Child. So since they try to sacrifice you, they become the sacrifice. Child, extermination time. That's crazy. They gonna have this meeting. It's like I'm just seeing I don't know why I'm seeing Arab. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody with checkerboard, Arab. I see a stand. It look like you can say a pulpit or a stand. It's a bunch of men on top of there. And I'm seeing, I don't see the two women. Maybe they bring them in later or something like that, but that's only to determine whether they have witchcraft done on them. And that's another thing. You doing witchcraft on a Hierophant? Woo-wee! You doing witchcraft on a Hierophant. That's what they only come in here for. I don't see them in there. I just see a big, this is like a fight just gonna break out, man. 9 rock, 12 water. I'm a Leo son. Oh, that's that how much water you are, how much fire, like 6, 5, 8, and all that. This crazy, y'all. This is bug. So now you wonder what really was going on. It was about money, but it was about a place you're supposed to sit. I'm still trying to figure out how. If you already got red, it's like getting your head red. You like when you do Orishas, Nigerian, they got high priests that read your head. So they can tell what Orisha is over your head, which Orisha protect you. You gotta get your head red. I mean, you gotta go way out, like in Nigeria, somewhere in the hut, where these high priestesses, a high priest read your head to let you know who's over your head. It's just like that. That's what I'm saying. They don't think this shit real, man. You gotta get your head red, all that shit, so you can know. They don't do no study. They just think I can just do this and do all this magic and put in the seat. No, the fuck you can't. If that seat meant for them, that's their destiny. You can't just go sit in somebody's seat. What the fuck you gonna do in that seat? Just been sneaking around. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just sneak around and just do black magic on everybody. Send out illusions. Man, wow. On hybrids? So if they got in that chair, that's what they was planning to do. To basically be sneaky and do black magic on everybody. Like, they're hybrids. They can see you. Child. I gotta pause for a minute because I'm just seeing some shit. This is crazy. So whoever, man or woman, that wanted to take your part, destiny swap with you, they wouldn't even be able to handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be able to handle it, number one, and number two, they just would have been going around. And that's high ranking. That's a hybrids, like a bunch of hybrids. Whatever this covenant is, a bunch of hybrids. You think they can't see you? Like, wow. That's crazy. Kate, look at Houdini coming in. Oh, yeah, there you go, Houdini. Exactly. Doing some Houdini shit. They thought they was going to do some Houdini shit. Sorry I had to use your name, Houdini. They thought they was going to do some Houdini shit. And fool hybrids. They don't believe in hybrids, man. Hybrids are messengers. Hybrids are angels. Wow. I just got to sit back and think about this shit, man. It is. And you know why it's a shift? Because they about to have this big ass meeting. They about to have this big ass meeting. I mean, it's international. It's different people. Like, whoo, this is a big ass meeting. You just have hybrids in there. You have other covens in there that's not really hybrids. They just spiritual, or they go by traditions, religious. You get what I'm saying? You know, this is dangerous. Those motherfuckers is danger. They're in danger. These motherfuckers in danger. They know when they get kicked the fuck out, they're in danger. Wow, how the fuck you can live like that? Your life in fucking danger. By 5 cousins. God damn. I wouldn't want to be in that predicament. Even though you was in that predicament because you ain't know what the fuck was going on, what this was all about. But now you know. Now you fucking know. You're supposed to sit at some type of position and somebody didn't want you to sit in that position. And they thought they was going to Houdini or Machiavelli this shit. Whatever the fuck they was trying to do. That's crazy. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, since you do, Cal, then you tell me what you see. You tell me what you see. Oh, Michael, they're not blind. They're not blind. They see it. They seen it since a child. I keep telling y'all that. They're not blind. They act like they blind. Your light just blind them. They need some sunglasses. Oh, they can't send out illusions to me no damn more. They know that shit. They know that shit. You can't send out no fucking illusion towards me. So they wanted, basically, if you're supposed to sit at the throne with your other half, which is a hybrid, you get what I'm saying? If you're supposed to sit at the throne, like you get a soulmate that's already connected to you, they wanted that too. They wanted that hybrid too. And you can't be with, you just a regular person. You can't be with no hybrid. Hybrids got shit to do. You can't, what the? Child, you can't. So they tried to take your soulmate too, or who you was put with in the beginning to do this mission or whatever. You know, this crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all some crazy beings, man. And I said beings. These humans are crazy. These humans are crazy. The look they go through. So they basically trying to steal your mate too. Trying to send out illusions to your own mate like they're hybrids. Do I gotta repeat that again? Go read what a hybrid is. They don't believe in hybrids. They're hybrids. Meaning they high and they bred it. With the bread of light. I don't know what the fuck. Yo! Motherfuckers think they could just do anything, man. To divine beings. Y'all crazy out here. Y'all is crazy. But you'll call, spiritual beings crazy. Because when they protect themselves, they're crazy. When they spaz out, they're crazy. Yeah, they pay family, they pay all this shit, man, to stop your destiny. They pay everybody to stop what's destined for you. What's destined is destined. You know what I'm saying? And then now, when this come and find out that you tried to take a hybrid out that belongs to them, whoo, you got some shit on your ass. I would just put it this way. I wouldn't want to be in a position, man. I wouldn't want to be in a position right now before this meeting. They nervous. They is nervous. I even heard some satanic cults is involved, so they're gonna be like satanic cults involved in this shit too in this meeting. And them hybrids ain't scared of you. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfucking Luciferians already know you can't beat them. You won't outrank them. Child, I'm seeing all types of stuff. This is crazy. Even a Santana. So one of them, the 5 Covens, is a Santana coat. And they know when they confront these hybrids, it's like a bunch of them. It's a coven of hybrids. These people, I ain't gonna say motherfuckers, they ain't scared of them. They'll be sitting right in the room with them. Child, what is going on? What is going on? You've been saying that all your life, right? What's going on? Now you know. And if you're a hybrid, and that's what they was trying to fight for you not to get to that ascension. You know what I'm saying? To know what's going on. Now you at the ascension. I mean, it ain't about shit they can do. They can control the electronics. They can take your views away. They can do all that shit. But you could be shut down too. Just from this coven. This hybrid coven, you could be shut down when they know what you're doing. They know what you're doing to their person. They can shut your ass down. They can shut all your ass down. Okay. No, I'm saying, y'all, this is crazy. It's a bunch of hybrids. It's 144,000 hybrids to be exact. But that's just a frequency. That 144,000 is a frequency. That's what they were trying to not get you to the 144,000 frequency. Once you get there, you definitely a hybrid. So that's why they was causing all this chaos, all this dark ass shit, all this shit. They don't want you to get to that 144,000 frequency. Once you get there, you ain't to be touched. You ain't to be fucked with. You was never to be touched. But once you get there, you ain't gonna be able to be touched. That's why when they was throwing black magic on you and shit, even when you wasn't at that hybrid state, you are still a hybrid. They was not able to take you out with that shit. That's why. But they just didn't want you to realize that shit. Like, fuck out of here. Y'all motherfucker crazy. Y'all fucking beings crazy as fuck, man. You crazy as fuck. And then try to put a regular being above you. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking nuts? You try to put a regular being in front of a hybrid? Your ass, these motherfuckers sick. I don't even got nothing. I got these other cars over here. I'm about to fucking do this shit because this is crazy. This crazy. Then you try to copycat a hybrid with no intellect. Ghetto style, King style, Heyman style. Oh, okay. All right. Child, this meeting is going to be off the hook. This meeting is going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the motherfucking chain. I hope y'all all get y'all $2,000 though. What y'all going to do with y'all $2,000? I hope they hit your bank accounts very soon. I sure do. I hope you get yours before I get mine. Fuck is this? What I'm picking up. Crazy. It's like I said, it's like that Cinderella story. You know, it's like a Cinderella story. Like I said, a Cinderella story. Who could fit the glass slipper? You know what I'm saying? Yep, I know they be cross-watching. That's why they always come on here. It look like 18 people on here right now. When I get off here, it'll be more. Orphan. They want to keep orphan from this hybrid. How you gonna orphan somebody becoming who are they supposed to be? A hybrid. How are you gonna orphan somebody from their own destiny? I'm still trying to understand this. Hybrids. Scribe, writer, meaning you know the secret books, secret knowledge. Scribe, writer. Child, what is going on? Atlantis. See what I'm saying? Hybrids. Sun children. Child, what is going on? I'm gonna keep asking that question. What is going? They wanted you orphaned from being connected to Atlantis? A hybrid? You a hybrid. Scribe, writer. Right. I don't care what they do on Earth. You can't do this shit in the spirit. It's crazy. Finances. This was all about finance. They wanted the hybrids finances. They wanted you to be, child, look. High priest is high priest. Hybrids. Upright. This is upright. Child, Atlantis. Hidden knowledge. The scribe, the writer, the hidden knowledge seeker, or the one that have it. Child, what is going on? What is going on here? What is going on? Man, they try to take out a hybrid. You try to take out hybrids. They don't, child, Native American, child, phobias. They got a phobia about hybrids. They got a child, unquilted love. They want you to love people and people not to love you. For you, I mean, what the fuck, karmic relationship? Probably why you kept meeting people getting in karmic relationships. Father. Egypt. This got something to do with Egypt and high priestesses, gods and goddesses, and father, your who you connected to, who you call your father or God, shit like that. Hybrids, scribe, writer, hidden knowledge, and being connected to source and all other type of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking weird. Are you fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Spirituality and religion. So it's basically a war against spirituality and religion. Child, the wisdom. The hidden knowledge. Religion, spirituality. Didn't we have a war dynasty about this in Egypt? Wasn't it a war? You always cause a war about spirituality. Who's right, who's wrong. Man. Child. You see what I just did, right? Child, what is this dumbass shit? Trees. Who you connected to? Roots. You got Native American, they spiritual. So basically they ruined everything that was spiritual. Wow. Celtic. I'm getting the Scottish rites. You connected to a lot of shit. Trees. Scottish rites. So there's a lot of finances. What the fuck? It's still coming out wisdom. Food and hunger. Like they try to have you orphaned and have your finances blocked. But you actually belong to all this. Child, look, trust and faith. Look at the angels. Hybrids. Wow. You try to dismantle a hybrid mother. So you got mother and father out here. Woo. Gab and Nut. That goes all the way back to Egyptian days. Gab and Nut. Mother Nature. Cosmos. They control that. I mean, whatever religion you in or spirituality, it just doesn't matter. You free to be spiritual or you free to be religious. Spiritual people believe that religion is controlling. Like you like to control people with religion. Spiritual is just like free spirited. Like we're free to, you know, have faith or believe what we want to believe. That's just basically the differences. You know, religious people believe like, you know, okay, you know, they do all types of shit. I don't know. Like, try to control people. That's what spirituality, what people believe. You're trying to control people when back in the days, the only people that wasn't controlled was divine, the light. They depend on the light. The moon and the light and the sun and stars and quasars and shit like that. We know there was a higher being, a higher creator, but look, galactic, man, I can't never lie to you. Like I said, the moon, the stars, the quasars, and all that. So they put religion in place of spirituality so they could be able to have control of galactic federations and, you know, roots, ancestors, basically. It's crazy. Right. That's why it's only 144,000 frequency. Galactic. That's the frequency. Galactic. 144,000 frequency. Galactic. Religion only puts you on a certain frequency. Spirituality puts you on a galactic frequency that gets you to know more, scribe, writer, like knowledge. What the hell? Prosecution, inquisition. So they prosecute spirituality. That's basically what it is. Because you don't want to be under their fucking control. Baby. Since a baby. Since a baby. Galactic. I told you, no since a baby. Like, that's crazy. Strong roots. What the hell? You know, Trust and faith. Medicine man, medicine woman. Y'all healers. They got a phobia about this shit. That started a phobia a long time ago. So what they'll do, imprison and put you in slavery. Control. See? A human being, imprisonment, you imprison them because of their beliefs. Like, that's weird. Male and female, yin and yang energies, man. Lessons and blessings. These motherfuckers gonna have to learn a lesson before they can get a fucking blessing. They're gonna have to learn a lesson before they get a blessing. You get whatever you want. That's why they be trying to get these finances off you. That's what I'm saying. They already know who you are, man. Go ahead. They be trying to get, like I told y'all earlier, trying to, you know, suck, put a cord to you so they can suck you dry of this, you know, galactic, you know. They don't want to do the work, though. They just want to suck you dry off this galactic bloodline, whatever you want to say. Galactic blood. Again, you learn lessons and you get blessings. They motherfuckers just don't want to, you know, they just want to get the blessings and not learn the lesson. That's what I'm trying to say. You motherfucker crazy. They crazy. Now that I'm reading all this, man, yo, this meeting is about to happen. And it could be because they try to take out somebody that's supposed to step up, you know, in some place. And they wanted to step up in their place. So they was being sneaky behind Covens' back, trying to take, you know, hybrids out to sit in the. But you wouldn't got accepted any fucking way because these are. Somebody is fucking retarded, man. I don't even know how you could step up in this person's place. They would have sent your ass out along when you would have stepped up in this person's place. They would have known it wasn't you. That's what I'm trying to say. Child, I got to go. I don't understand this shit, right? This shit is retarded. Anyway, you know what? Join me back, okay? Join me back in a few. Love you.